Hello beauties, and welcome or welcome back to my corner of the internet. If you are new here, then my name is Mariah, also known as Live Life's Beauty, and welcome to my craft corner. So in the year 2024, I decided that I was going to change my life, and in order to do that, I was going to implement some healthy hobbies. Now, so far, the hobbies have not been healthy because I've been buying an unhealthy amount of products for that hobby, but not actually doing the hobby. So we are kicking that into gear starting from today, and I'm basically going to show you what I plan to make for the year. Now, my plan with crochet is to make one crocheted item each month. If I can kind of like accelerate that as I get better, then I obviously will, and I will share that with you. But for now, one thing a month is good, and I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to be making later on in the video. So at this part of the video, we're going to talk about the yarn, how my crochet journey is going so far, and then we're going to get into what I plan to make. As we are sitting here, I'm currently on day 4 of learning to crochet. I literally have picked it up 4 times. So with that, I am currently able to do a chain stitch, a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, and a triple crochet. I have not yet made a magic ring. However, I am confident that I will be able to do that. I will say, when you are starting to crochet, my advice is to find one person on YouTube or textbook that you enjoy how they are doing it and how you're able to follow along, and then stick with them until you have learnt the basics. Then once you have learnt the basics, you can find other YouTubers or books to create the patterns that you want. Because one thing that was tricky for me was that kind of the crocheters that the crocheters that make things like blankets and clothes obviously have a different technique to the ones that make amigurumi. Now, my main goal is to make amigurumi because I really love them. I'm just like anything to do with cuddly soft toys, like it really just gets me. I will say, so far all of the yarn that I've been using is 100% acrylic. That's just because it's what's the cheapest and what I've managed to find on sale, and I have been looking for yarn. So I'm just going to show you a few of the things that I have crocheted. So when I first started, I was just able to do a basic chain stitch, and my chains were going really curly like that. Is that like a normal thing, or am I using a too tight or loose of a tension? I don't know. Then I kind of progressed to making longer strands, but you can see they're not very even and they kind of have a lot of gaps and a lot of holes in them. And since then I've been able to kind of get my stitches quite nice and neat, and I've been able to accomplish bigger squares. Now, one thing I will say about this yarn is it's quite like fuzzy. I don't know if, again, it's just me how I'm doing it, or if that is what happens with this, but it's a lot fuzzier than I initially want. So for now, I'm just going to stick with it, and I'm not going to think too much into it, because I'm that person that I will get an idea in my head and I will run with it, and I'm just like, rein yourself in, Mariah, rein yourself in. So without further ado, we're going to get onto the 12 things that I hope to make this year using my crocheting skills. So number 1 is a baby hat. Now, we are currently at the end of January as I'm recording this. It's currently the 27th of January. So I'm hoping that by now and the end of January I can crochet my son a hat, because it is very cold in the UK at the moment and he only has one hat. I've lost his other one, and when the other one is dirty and it's in the wash, he then doesn't have a hat. So that's obviously not great, and I thought, oh my gosh, instead of buying him one, I keep going to say knit. I can crochet him one. So I'm hoping to crochet that. Second thing I'm hoping to be able to crochet this year is a scarf. For the longest time, my mum has wanted a nice thick scarf, and she is a bigger lady. So a lot of the times when she gets scarves that would be long on somebody else, they're quite short on her. So I'm hoping to make her a birthday present of a nice long knitted scarf. Again, guys, crocheted scarf. We're not knitting, we're crocheting. So number 3, I think that this will be quite a challenge, so I don't know where this will come into the journey. Again, I'm kind of just saying these things, but when I actually make them, they will not be in this order. Is a jumper, guys. I really have been seeing the jumpers. I think I can do it. I think I can make one. I don't really want to make so much a jumper as of a cardigan, but I think just making both, because essentially like the cardigan just has the gap, whereas the jumper is like a blocked pattern at the front and at the back. But I think maybe I'll give them both a try, so we can stick them both up there, because I've been seeing some really cool designs and I'm really enjoying them. So we'll put that as 3 and 4. So number 5 is obviously a blanket. Like, I don't know if I have the patience for a blanket, but I think I would love to just make one. If I could, I would love to make one for all 3 of my children and have that be a special keepsake. They recently came across a blanket with their name, their date of birth and their weight and time of birth, and they literally love it. They've taken it to bed and snuggling with it, and all 3 of my kids have one, and I just think that this would be a really nice thing to give them as well. My 6th thing that I really want to make is mittens. Like, I think being able to make my kids gloves, every year I'm buying gloves, every year they're losing gloves. It's really cold in the UK, like they'll probably wear it all year round, to be honest. But yeah, I think we all kind of need some gloves. Then number 7 would be amigurumi, guys. I love amigurumi. I've been loving the plushy ones, the normal ones, any kind of amigurumi. So one in particular that I do want to make is the big strawberry. I have a goddaughter who so far loves strawberries, so I'm hoping that as a birthday present for her, I can crochet her this giant strawberry cushion, would you call it? And she can have that as a birthday present. I think that will be just really cool to give to her. I think she'll really enjoy that. But again, guys, that will mean I have to buy a different kind of yarn, and I'm really wanting to use these first, so we'll see. Number 8 that I really want to make is a bikini. I have been seeing the bikinis. I have been loving the bikinis. I have a little trip coming up that I'm really excited about, and hopefully I can get this crocheted before we go and I can be wearing my little bikini. So to go along with the bikini, I do want to make some shorts or a skirt. I'm not quite sure yet, but I think I'm going more along the lines of the shorts, just because I have kids running around with kids, bending over with kids. I think shorts are the safer bet. So if I can make a pair of shorts to match the bikini top, that is ideally what I want to do. Then number 10 would be a bucket hat. Like, a lot of people have been crocheting the bucket hats, and again, this would just be like the whole complete outfit, like the hat, the bikini and the shorts. I think it's gonna look so cute. Like, I just really want to be able to make that. But again, I don't know how fast I'll be able to crochet, and I don't know what my crocheting skills will be. The next 2 really will just be amigurumi, guys. Like, I really want to get into amigurumi. I really love the turtles. Oh my gosh, if I could be able to make like half as good as them turtles, like, I seen this turtle and I just absolutely love it. I think it's just so precious. Nobody this year that I know will be turning one. A lot of people this year are having babies, so I really want to crochet them a little baby gift, if, you know, time permits me to do that, because they're all due like this first quarter of the year, and I don't know how great my skills will be then. Also, I don't really want to give a baby a not very well made gift. Does that make sense? Because essentially I want the baby to have it as a keepsake, and if I'm not good at it and it's like got holes and stuff in, then that's more of a danger than it is, you know, anything else. So I'm not really sure at how good my skills will advance by then, but yeah, just to make the babies a little gift, I just think will be so cute. And they can be like, my auntie made me this when I was a baby, and like, you know, my dream is for them to obviously have it when they're older, but they could just be like, oh no, throw it away. But yeah, I think it would just be a lovely little gift to give them. So those are all the things I hope to be making this year, guys. Obviously, as my skills improve, I'm hoping that I'll be able to make more than just one thing a month, but one thing a month for now is a great accomplishment for me, along with everything else that I have on my plate. So guys, we'll get to it as of next week. You can see how my journey is going, because we are going to be making that hat as a number one, because my son is in desperate need of it and I have all the equipment to make it. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I really hope it got you thinking about a healthy hobby that you can maybe pick up this year. Don't forget to live life to beauty, because life is out there waiting to be lived by you. And hopefully I will see you in another video. Bye.